Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Josh, Sam, and anyone else who's watching to Swindon't you forget about me. What a summer. It hasn't been a summer, it's been 2 days. Let's say 2 days. I have sold some players and I've bought some players. You can see we've moved into the Swindon Stadium in Swindon, which, interestingly enough, if we look at the board, they think we're still building. I'm not sure why that's still like that. I don't know what new stadium they're building. Maybe they're building another new stadium, which would be fun. So yeah, I don't know. I tried to get that fixed, but I couldn't. It wouldn't work. And yeah, we've also added Brighton as an affiliate because I thought it'd be funny for Tom Highlands to have to suffer the ignominy of being a feeder club for Swindon Town. Anyway, so let's look one more time at this. Swindon Town were the holders of the Premier Division. And now let's look at some transfers. So, England won the Confederations Cup this summer, just FYI. So anyway, let's look at some transfers, because there have been a few. Now then, history. So, there you go, there they all are. Hope you enjoyed that. Let's move on. No, I will show you through them. So we let go, I'll do the outs first, as I said, usually. Artur Gusev, I finally remembered to actually kick him out. He's left. He was rubbish. Then there was Crazy Mo, who had a release fee in his clause, which I didn't. Release clause in his contract, which I didn't realise. And Arsenal met it. And in fact, no, he didn't. He didn't. The board thought that was a ridiculously good fee, and so they just sold him, which is. I mean, he's amazing. Yeah, but well done, board. Anyway, whatever. Then we sent Clement Ngabezi out on loan. I'm still not convinced by him, and he's 29. So he's gone out on loan to Paris Saint-Germain for £3.8 million as a loan fee, and I think they're paying some of his wages, and then we'll just try and send him off next year. We then sold perpetual loanee Jiri Petre to Bradford City. He's almost the shape of an excellent midfielder that I was desperately looking out for, but unfortunately he's just not as good as one of those guys, so he's gone. So bye bye to him for £5 million, which isn't bad. Again, Just Jeff has left, this time for £1.3 million on loan to Leicester City. He did not have a great season on loan at Bayern last year. In fact, did they even win the title? Yes, they did, of course they did. But yeah, so there's that. Just Jeff has gone as well, although he's still technically here. Then we sold Angel Viotti, 22 years of age, never really got past this stage. He's been looking like that since he was about 18. So I sold him to Real Sociedad, which is a good bit of business, made a bit of money. We then lost money on getting rid of Lazar Henriksen. He's gone off to Aalborg, are they called? Odense Boldklub, of course. Then we sent Nick de Grijs out on loan. This is him. There he is, 19. We also sent Mauricio Arias out on another loan. He's getting very good. He's nearly there. I think one more loan deal, because he won't get very much game time this year. One more loan deal will do him just about right, I think. And then, who else did we get rid of? Fausto Montufar, I finally got rid of him after months of complaining on his part. He was too slow and not mentally good enough to play in the Premier League. He was pretty good, but never great. And we lost lots of money on him, but away he goes to Shakhtar Donetsk. And then we also sold Maxim Stas, the player that Sam said he'd never seen be good. And it's possibly true, although he did have 17 on crossing, so he should have been okay. But anyway, I sold him for a profit to West Ham United, and out the door he goes. He never had a great rating for us, so that's probably for the best. Now then, who did we bring in? And I'm going to take a little drink first, because I've got a dry throat. And a sniff. That one's for free. Speaking of free, we signed Fabien Durand on a free, just because he's apparently going to be as good as Didier Chami. I'm not 100% convinced, but he's 17 years old and looks pretty decent. Who let him go? Paris Saint-Germain let him go a year ago. So I snapped him up, put him in the under-18s. Why not? We then signed Marcel Mach, offered to us by Weston-super-Mare. I thought at the age of 19 and looking like that, he's going to be pretty good. I've moved closer to the microphone. Can you tell? Yes, you can. It's louder. He's a super cheery chappy with a pretty rubbish moustache, but he's pretty good. He scored 23 goals on loan at Apoel last year. Weston-super-Mare gave him 1 start in his entire career. So they made some money on him, but I think he'll do a good job for us as a kind of 3rd or 4th choice striker. We then brought in Arne Wiener, mostly because of the name, but he's apparently supposed to become as good as Marcin Machasek. £1.1 million off of Freiburg. That's fine by me. He won't be playing in the team anytime soon. We then signed the Italian Enzo Buggin. He's got a great name. He came in on a free from Juventus, 17 years of age. He's going to be great. You can see that he's a similar type of player to Saki. So he's straight into the under-18s. Hopefully we'll get a good loan for him next year, maybe to get him a little bit more experience. We then we brought in this guy, Joaquim Mendonça, this goalkeeper. I signed him on a free. He's as good, slightly, well, I mean, him and Marcos Misson are much of a muchness. I think Mendonça is slightly more eccentric, but slightly slower. Anyway, brought him in on a free, trying to loan him out this season, and then I'll probably just sell him in a couple of years' time because I don't think we have enough goalkeeping slots in the squad, to be perfectly honest. But he was free, so I took him. And then there was this guy, Eyal Rosenzweig, the classic Israeli name. He was £1.1 million from Maccabi Haifa. I thought I can't really turn that down, so I got rid of Stas and I brought in Rosenzweig. Then there was this guy, Edgardo Royano. He's very good. He's left-footed, crucially, and he's sensational. I brought him in for £5.5 million from PAOK in the Greek Super League, and I think he's going to be quality. He's a bit slow, but otherwise he's fine. Next player I brought in, I broke the club record for signing a player by a long way to bring in Ivan Kappa. He's very, very good. There was another player who I nearly bought as well, but that would have been another 30-odd million pounds. He's nice. He's going to play in that midfield role. He's already played very well for us in a few of our pre-season games. He's very good. Worried that he's slightly injury-prone, but they always are. Everyone is in this game, so it doesn't really matter. And then to complement that, I brought in Matej Szabo, who's a 20-year-old midfielder who has room to grow. He's supposed to become as good as Ivan Kappa, or similar levels of goodness as Ivan Kappa as well. So I bought him in from Mlada Boleslav. Then I bought in Vladimir Miljanic. He's a midfielder, supposed to be as good as Rosenzweig. He's apparently a right midfielder. He's not great at attacking. He's only 17 now, so I brought him in from HSV, and he will go straight into the under 18s and do well, I'm sure. And then we brought in this guy, Alpaslan Sen. He's 14 and real good. I signed him for 1.8 million from Leverkusen, and yeah, he's going to be great, methinks. I hope anyway. And another youngster we brought in was Hans-Jörg Bock. He's 15, looking like he's improving nicely, which is very, very good. Signed him for 1.1 million off Hanover. Nice. And finally, Dusan Toljagic, who's 15, very, very nice again. Signed him for not very much money. He's going to be as good as Kenny Warren, and he came in from Partizan Belgrade. So that's our business. It means that for our first game of the season against Manchester United in the Community Shield, we line up like this. Or, I mean, I said that as if it's going to pop up with the lineup done. The lineup will need to be changed. Mainly because there are injuries. Let's go to the senior squad. Let's go to the goalkeeping. That's how it should look. Good. Let's look at the defence. What's going to go on here then? We've got... Oh, and then so also I've allowed like Andre Gomez. He's a wonder kid. He's coming through at Swindon. I think we can give him some game time this season. Similarly, there's obviously the guy that I bought last season, Thomas Bogrud, who's a pretty decent centre-back. And then there's also Christophe Martin, who's apparently still supposed to get pretty good. I'm not 100% convinced that he's going to, but I thought instead of loaning him out this year, I'll play him again and get some more experience for him at Swindon. So there we go. Now then, so the centre back, the defensive team is going to be this: Chami, Martins, Serapio, and Javier. I don't think we need 5 centre back or defensive replacements though. So let's get rid of all of those guys. We're going to put Gomez on the bench, and we're going to leave it at that. We go to let's go to attack first. We're going to start with these two up front. We're not. We're going to start with Royano up front with Mac able to come on, and then in the midfield, click, 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 click. We're going to, and not you. We're going to play with Rosenschweig on the right. We're going to play with, where is he? Kappa in the middle, alongside McBride and Maciasek. That will mean that we have Martins at centre back. We will have Maciasek and Peter McBride as well, with Shabo and Mac. Mac can come up here. And then we need to put on Ali no, we're going to put, so I'm trying to sell Ali Apekli, that's the thing, and Kenny Warren, that's what we'll do. Like that. I gave Torsten Barron an extra year, and I gave Lloyd Wilmot an extra year. I don't expect them to play very much, but that is what I did, because I'm an absolute nutter. No, you're not going to be number 8. I thought that the experience they have, they can chip in occasional games. They should be able to do something for us and keep us moving along, which is nice. They don't look like they're playing their first team. I didn't have a great quick look, but I did notice that their goalkeeper's name has changed. That doesn't necessarily mean anything, but I think they're still playing Lever up front. Yes. Fucking Lever. But yes, let's try and win the Europa League, the Community Shield for the second time in our history. Let's see what we can do. We've already had a challenge. We've already had a shot over the bar, and someone's been injured by Brian Lever, who is desperate to be as big a douchebag in my life as possible. Luckily, he's going to retire soon. McBride to Charmy. Maciasek, running down the wing. He's still only 20 years old, Maciasek. Lovely football. Royano misses. The S was an annoyance. Poor effort from him. Can we try and do something a bit better this time? Serapio heads across the box, goes to Crowlge, heads back to Navarrete, who is their normal goalkeeper. I was wrong before when I said he wasn't. Harsani is taken out by Maciasek. Maciasek gives the ball to Royano. Royano, what's he going to do? He's going to go out left and he's going to cross? No, Crowlge saves. Crowlge. Royano again, but Navarrete saves. Harsani. Not Zoltan Harsani, unfortunately, it's Jan Harsani. Han Yarsani. Lauritsen now out to Charmy. Charmy to Maciasek to McBride. Straight through to Royana. Great ball. Now Royana's running at the defence. Can he cross the ball in the middle? He's not. He's going to get... Sean the Speed has given away a penalty for Manchester United. And it looks like Chelsea Martins is going to step up to take it. I was fending off bids for him of about 20 million, so I offered him a new contract. Oh, he bloody hit the post. Because he didn't want to leave. It was amazing. He said to me, "Oh, I don't really want to leave," so I offered him a new contract, which is incredibly reasonable for it, considering his skills, and took away the any kind of clauses that will mean he'll leave the club. So he should be here for the time being. And the same with Topic. I offered him, Millie. Oh, man. They're not playing great. They do have some of their weaker players on the pitch, I think. Serapio, classic yellow card, Serapio. Another cross. Rosenzweig hits the ball wide. Serapio couldn't get there, and they have brought back on Mr. Martins. 3 minutes of added time. We've had the better of the first half. No questions about that. Royano now. Oh, man. Come on. Nobody really cares about this game, granted, but still, it would be fun to win it. Get them back for beating us in the FA Cup final last season as well. Great ball in from Maciasek, but unfortunately, no, they're now trying to clear. Spencer tackled by Martins. Lever wins the ball back, though, and it's gone to Barranco, and they're one shot on target in the entire first half, and they have scored it. Rodriguez Barranco right on the stroke of half time. How annoying is that? We've had 6 chances, only 1 on target, and we've missed. They've had 1 and 1, and they've scored. No, he gets booked because he's a douche. That's a squeaky chair. Assertive. Show me something else in the second half. Calm, you weren't that bad. Calm, you weren't that bad. Calm, you weren't that bad. You were that bad though. You better do better. That's all I'm going to say. So we're going to get the action underway. Martins with another corner. Start where we left off. Gone straight over the bar there. That's disappointing. Martins again. Zinoviev manages to clear. Royano to Javier. McBride, lovely little ball on the turn there. Maciasek still got it. Oh, Navarrete, Royano. Oh, come on. Fucking hell. It's pathetic. Charmy gives it to Maciasek. McBride. Royano. Oh, come on. Okay, we're going to make some changes. I'm going to bring on Mac instead of Royano. Kappa's looking a bit tired, so why not let's give him a break. It's his first start of the season, and we'll bring on Gomez for Sarabia. Bring on a bit of younger, well, all three of those players are young, up-and-coming players in Swindon Town. Let's give them a chance to shine. Martins now crosses the ball in. Gomez heads over the bar. That would have been a great introduction for the young man. He's been at the club for a few years, Gomez, but he's not played for the first team yet. Leaning back again there, that's what the noises in the chair is. Now, this is very much like the last season's Champions Community Shield, where we dominated Manchester City and lost 2-0. I'm worrying a little bit here that we're going to have the same issue. But it seems we're a little bit more dangerous looking this year, I've got to say. Oh, Szabo hits it wide, that's unfortunate. Manchester United 1, Swindon Town 0. A repeat of the 1911 or 1913 Community Shield game, I'm pretty sure I'm right in saying. Charmy to Maciasek. Maciasek now, up to Mac. Mac to Millie. Millie's tackled. Javier to Szabo. Szabo gives it straight through to Rosenzweig, but Navarrete saves. That was not a good finish from Rosenzweig. Charmy now. Mac to Szabo to Maciasek. He was surely offside. Yes, and he will be. But Sean the Speed has put the ball into his own net. We're dominating them pretty much, aren't we? Let's just go to overload. Let's just try and win this thing. We're utterly dominating them as well. We're not even just... We're completely dominating them. Come on. For God's sake, Szabo's been booked. Okay. Dumonge to Spencer. To Hassani. Bukovac. Great tackle. Rosenzweig still got the ball. Gives it out to Mac. Mac. What's he going to do with it? He's going to keep going on his own, and he's managed to win us a corner. That was a surprise. I was wondering kind of what he didn't seem to know what he was going to do with the ball. And eventually just shoots and gives us a corner. Zinoviev is going to need the physio on. Oh, come on. There's my email. Maciasek. Can we force... Would it go to extra time or does it go straight to penalties? I think it might go straight to penalties. Well, we're not going to get there anyway. That's a disappointment. Looks like, I thought they were going to get another goal from Lever there, just to be classically irritating Manchester United. Mac to Maciasek. Maciasek has got the opportunity to cross it again, but again the ball deflects off one of the defenders into the arms of Navarrete. This happens every single time, it seems. Maciasek is now fouled. So we've got 1 minute, and they're going to spend all of that time just waiting to take this free kick. Come on, Kralj. That's 30 seconds it's taken you to take this free kick now. Come on. Dude. Dude, this is literally... That was 45 seconds. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. They were unlucky. They played very, very well. Much better than Manchester United did. They did not deserve to win that game, really. But whatever, it doesn't matter. It's a competition that's pretty much meaningless. Let's just look. Kappa makes his debut. One of our coaches has accepted a new contract, which is nice. We played brilliantly and we were disappointed. It's particularly disappointing. Yeah, Howe was fine. You can expect to see Marcel. Well, maybe. So that's that then, basically. That's the first game of the season, the first video of the season. This is going to be, depending on how it goes, this might be the last season I do as Swindon Town manager. But yeah, so that's that. I will be back when we know who we've got in the Champions League. We'll probably play 1 or 2 of the Champions League group games, maybe just 1, depending on who's in the group, because I think we might be, will we be top seed now, which means that we should get pretty rubbish teams for the most part. So anyway, look, we'll see. I'll be back soon with that next video, guys. So see you in the next one. Bye.